Good morning, President Wilcox, distinguished guests, faculty, family, friends, and fellow members of the graduating class of 2017. I cannot believe that we are here. This past week, at least for me, has felt almost like a fever dream, and not just because of finals. For some of us, it may have seemed like this day was never going to come. The graduation was a long promised finish line that seemed to be inching away even as we tried to draw near. Well, we are here. We worked hard, we persevered through the deadlines and the exams and the near constant sense of fatigue, and finally we are at that finish line. I am so humbled to speak to you this morning as one of your valedictorians, and I hope that I can say at least one thing that you will find worthwhile. My entire objective when leaving high school for college was to learn as much as I could, as best as I could, and most importantly, as fast as I could. In many ways, my academic career so far has been a self-initiated, single-minded race. I don't necessarily recommend it. So, while I think that I could have ran this race practically anywhere, I will always be grateful that I chose to come to Southern Virginia University. My time here has been filled with profound moments of kindness, answered prayers, and unexpected but welcome opportunities. I have had experiences here that I could not have had anywhere else. I've met some of the best people in my life here and built solid friendships. I have gained such a lasting respect for my professors, whom I am convinced are the best that can be found anywhere. I'm sure you will agree with me that their tireless efforts on our behalf is no small part of the reason that we are here today. I have researched, written, and presented papers that I could be proud of. I've danced in public performances, not once, but 3 times. If you know me, you can appreciate how much of like a feat that is. Yet it is things like these that have made me so certain of not only the academic growth, but the personal growth that I have gained at SVU. I think that my experience shows that no matter who you are or where you come from, you can find a place at Southern Virginia University. This leads me to the message that I have been repeatedly prompted to share today. Even when I had no idea if whether I would be speaking at graduation, I knew that if I did, I would talk about how our individuality contributes to wholeness, how the differences that set us apart, whatever they may be, all contribute to creating a more vibrant and successful community. If you will permit me to use an imperfect metaphor, I would say that a community is an orchestra, and each person is a musical instrument. While there may be several of one kind or another, each instrument is distinguished by its make. Each has its own sound and its own feel. By itself, it can produce a sweet sound, but when it comes together with other instruments, such a grand symphony of music is created that could not be produced by one instrument or one type of instrument alone. In the same way, I have found that when people of diverse backgrounds, talents, and experiences come together, there is an increased outpouring of understanding and compassion. There is a widened perspective and a greater pool of resources, a more complex and compelling piece of music. But sometimes societal pressure or our own insecurities hold us back from fully engaging with our communities. Then you have an orchestra where some instruments are silent or pretending to be other kinds of instruments, painstakingly hiding what makes them different and special for fear of calling negative attention to themselves, where they are unsure of their welcome and think that they're somehow wrong or less than others. At some point, most of us have or will feel this way. Whether it's in a class where you feel that you have nothing worthwhile to contribute, or in the workplace where you feel less prepared or less capable than your colleagues. Even if it's among your friends or near strangers and you feel that for some reason or another, you're lagging behind their accomplishments, their seeming ability to have everything together while you are floundering. I assure you that that is all an illusion. I think that many of us have the bad habit of discounting our worth, of discounting the value of our unique talents, personalities, and experiences in blessing our lives and the lives of those around us. Today, this morning, on this bright, sunny graduation day, I want to wholeheartedly advance a new policy of honesty in our presentation of self. of being sincere and proud of who we are, of claiming the things that we find set us apart from others and joining the chorus of music unapologetically. I promise that you will experience both joy and success when you allow yourself to be as you are and not as you think others would like you to be. When we accept and take pride in our own individuality, we are then better able to engage with our communities, to appreciate the diverse perspectives around us and support others as they too try to lay claim to their originality. While an oboe may not sound anything like a drum or a violin, on a fundamental level, they all make music. In the same way, we can find common ground with those that we meet. It is my hope that as we leave this university, that we do not retreat into normality, but that we will go forward into the world with pride in our differences and with the commitment to finding common ground with others. By doing these things, I believe we will build and maintain even more sincere and vibrant communities. Thank you.